In this video, I'm going to be talking about why it's good to be an entrepreneur. Basically, what do you do when you have something that's preventing you from getting a job? This is a pretty common problem. You'd be surprised by the number of emails that I get on this topic where people have committed a crime, they've gone to jail, they've been accused of the crime, they have bad Google search results because they did some shit that they shouldn't have done. You know, your shady past can come to bite you in the ass. So that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. I am John from BulldogMindset.com. Welcome to the place where you can learn to develop what I call the Bulldog Mindset. It's the opposite of the victim mindset. All right, guys, so here's what I got here. I got this email. Okay, and he says here, obviously I'm not going to show his name, but he says, "Hi John, I have a problem when applying for jobs, and I hope you can point me in the right direction. In a legal matter, which I have been advised not to discuss, but which will show up on any background checks, I was arrested in September last year. As part of the bond conditions I had to agree to meet in order to get out of jail, I had a condition that states I am prohibited from accessing a computer with the exception that I can use the computer for work or to find work. It goes on to say that any computer used for those purposes must have a remote monitoring application, remote comm, installed on it so that law enforcement can monitor what I am doing on the machine. Basically, they want to monitor website use to make sure that anything I do is not on their prohibited list." Probably you can't afford a lawyer, but a good lawyer should be able to tear the fuck out of this, in my opinion. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not going to give you legal advice here, but this doesn't make any fucking sense. Because what is a computer? Is this a computer? Is this phone a computer? Yeah, I guess that's a computer. Okay, well, I got these sunglasses from this company called Zungle. I'll put a link in the description. I don't know, they just sent me sunglasses. I said maybe I'll mention them in a video. They're kind of cool. They're actually like Bluetooth, and so they play music like bone conduction, right? In the sunglasses. It's pretty fucking cool. It actually works pretty good, and they look pretty stylish. I might even wear these. So big shout out to Zungle. I didn't even know I was gonna do it. So fuck it. I was like, hey, they're on my desk. So no, but anyway, there's a computer in here, right? The camera that I'm recording is a computer. Okay, I mean, heck, even the fucking light that I'm using, this complicated light, I mean, not in the remote probably, but the light system itself has a little box attached to it, which is a computer. It's got firmware. It's a microcomputer. Okay, it's an embedded system. Damn, I look so fucking cool with these things on. I don't even know what to say about that, but this is an absolute ridiculous restriction. How the fuck is a person supposed to work and support himself if they can't touch a computer? I mean, what are you gonna do? Work at Burger King? Even then, you're gonna fucking touch a computer. And I mean, it'll be for work, but still, like, it's just ridiculousness. It doesn't make any sense. As you can imagine, this causes security and HR to people to say no thanks, of course, right? When I apply, the mere fact that I know my computer is being monitored and that the alleged violation was on a smartphone app, it doesn't make them feel good about hiring someone that they might consider to possibly be a perv. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. That's probably more of the concern rather than the monitoring software in a computer. This, of course, is not reality. I'm wondering how I can bring this issue to the attention of potential employers in a way that they might find more palatable. What can you do here? This is a very difficult situation to talk your way out of. It would be better, honestly, if you were like a bank robber, right? Because if you're like, dude, fuck, man, yeah, I was 18, just fucking, I don't know, I just want to make some money. You know, they might actually think that's kind of cool. It's like, I didn't shoot anyone, but, you know, I fucking robbed a bank. I was almost going to get away with this shit, but, you know, they caught me. You ever seen that one movie, you know, where the mask, the presidents, what's that, you know? Breaking Point? Yeah, it was like Breaking Point. So I actually started studying Perl, which really just fucking blew my mind up, like all the kind of things you could write. And then you know, I became a software developer, and so now, yeah, I want to get a job, and yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm good. You check out my portfolio, but yeah, now those days are behind me. In your case, you're kind of stuck in this middle place where they're like, you know, they want to monitor your computer, and anytime someone thinks about monitoring your computer, it just, yeah, okay, there's just no good way to spin this or explain this. You know, yeah, it's just not good. This is why I bring this up, is because Kevin Mitnick, he was this famous hacker, right? He didn't really hack. He did social engineering. That's how all hackers work, right? Back in the day when I used to kind of tool around with that stuff, that's what I did. I got people to give me their passwords. That makes you a hacker, right? Because people are stupid. You just ask them for the password. You tell them some story. You know, they believe it. They give you the password, okay? On his, like, probation, he basically was not allowed to touch a computer, like, at all. And he wasn't allowed to make money from technology. So he started, like, consulting companies, right? And so he didn't have to directly make the money from the technology. He didn't even have to build websites, he was able to, basically, while he had that restriction. So not only that, but again, he started his own business. So this is what I would suggest to you. And this is why, guys, why I teach you on this channel to build your own business. Okay, it's one of the important reasons, is because you cannot be reliant on someone else to pay your paycheck, right? So many of you are thinking like, what will I do? Oh, HR is going to reject me. Oh, so no employer is going to want to hire me. If that's your mindset, if you're thinking the only way that I can get money in this world is if someone else pays me to do a job and gives it to me, that's wrong. That's wrong. I'm not saying that you can't get a job. I'm not saying that you can't work for someone else, okay? But that should be an end. It should be a means to an end, right? That's a way that you acquire money, not the way that you acquire money. That's not the way that you live. That's a way that you live. Does that make sense, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I've had jobs, okay? And if someone offered me the right job, I might go and work for them. Maybe if they paid me like $2 million a year or something like that. Let's say this. Let's say I went back into acting, okay? And I got hired as the next Superman, okay? Or maybe, okay, maybe realistically the Punisher, okay? I would be employed and I would work the fucking job, okay? I wouldn't have a problem with that. I'd be like, oh, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur. You can't fucking hire me. I'm not going to work for you. No, I wouldn't do that, okay? So those things are fine, but you can't make that, like, you have to learn some skills to be able to make your own money. And I didn't know this shit. I had to figure this stuff out along the lines, but you got to figure out some ways. I've got a Bulldog Mindset membership. I haven't advertised this really. I might have talked about it like in 1 or 2 videos. It's kind of beta. It's kind of been going on. I have like some in-depth lessons on how to basically build your business, how to get in shape, all these kind of things that I can't really talk about on in depth on YouTube here. Anyway, we'll put a link there, down in the description. We'll put one in the card. It's closed right now. It is invite only. Okay, so I want to keep it exclusive. I don't want everyone in there and whatnot. So if you sign up, you can sign up on the waiting list, so you can apply, and we're gonna let a certain number of people in at a certain time. Damn, I'm looking good with these sunglasses on, but. So the point is this, is that you got to figure out some way to make money, right? And there is lots of ways to do this, right? And, I could just rattle off a list of things, right? So I think you're a software developer, dude. So you could freelance, okay? And when you freelance, guess what? They don't need to know that the government is monitoring your fucking computer. That's the beauty of having your own businesses, right? Like look at me, right? I just say fuck. And I make it on YouTube, and I wear sunglasses and do videos on all kinds of fucked up shit, and I don't give a fuck. No one cares, except that my relatives get embarrassed by my videos, but I don't, fuck them too, I don't know. It doesn't matter. You can start writing Kindle books, okay? There's plenty of topics. You can just start writing books, putting them out there, and building up a name and a reputation around that. You can start making apps in the App Store, okay? You can do, the whole Shopify drop shipping thing. I think it's been played out a little bit, but you can still do that. You can do email marketing. You can learn copywriting as a skill. Go to Digital Marketer and learn copywriting. Become a copywriter. Start doing email marketing or writing sales pages for people and do direct response marketing, right? You can do that as a business. There's like a million different things you can do. You can go over and learn from Sam Ovens and consulting.com and go over there and learn how to be a consultant. He teaches you how to do that. He's got a pretty damn good course on that. You can go to my buddy Dan Locke and you can learn how to be a closer, and you can do sales, and you can do sales and close for influencers and make money and commissions off of that. I could just go on and on and on and on and on. There's a long list of stuff to do. You just got to figure out one of those things and start going down that hole and start learning that stuff, right? There's plenty and plenty of ways to make money online. You do not need to rely on a job. So this is good, right? You can use this as an opportunity to force you to go and figure out how to make some money and how to make the most of the money that you do have, because you're not going to have much money to start out with, right? And that sucks. It sucks to be powerless. It sucks to feel like you do not have control over your life, to feel like you are, quote, the victim, but you're not the victim, because you always have control, because you always have a choice. You get to choose what you're going to do with your life, and there's a lot of options. You're just not seeing them right now. That's it, guys. Check out the Bulldog Mindset quiz. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already. My biggest advice, I don't think we can get over the HR thing in this case, okay? My biggest advice is build your own thing. Like, it doesn't make sense to fight this battle just to beg someone to give you a fucking job.